I'm so tired of losing, bro.
Tired of losing?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sucks for you. Because I'm in the king seat, baby.
Oh, I'm sure there's no better way to get to the king seat than throwing a not flat back.
All right, go ahead. Make fun of it all you want, but the difference is I'm in the king seat and you're not.
In the king seat.
Yeah? Well, you know what your problem is, huh?
No, I don't.
Don't worry. I got you. Just chug.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome into the King Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel D. May. This is my co-host, Brian B. Betancourt. Episode 20, AB.
That's right, episode 20. It's crazy to think we did 20 episodes already. I guess things are coming along nicely. I don't know.
No, man, I think they're going great. And we got Kid Wonder on this episode.
Yeah,
you know?
our boy Eian Cripps. We got a lot going on this episode. Obviously, Nationals was 2 weeks ago now. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. We'll talk about that. A couple conference tournaments this weekend. We had our own Louisiana versus Mississippi showdown. First one this past weekend. We got a bag review thanks to Big Daddy Cornhole for some bags and of course some clips of the week, spotlight players, just a lot.
Spotlight players. I don't know if y'all heard that.
That's true. Spotlight players.
Players. That's plural.
Not just one. Players.
So we got random facts coming up, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm ready to jump into the action. B, I know it's episode 20. We don't want to slow down now. I want to keep it rolling.
Let's get it.
If you're ready, man, we'll jump on into it. Let's actually go to the zoomed out view here. And let's start off with nationals. Let's start off with singles.
Yeah, so Matthew Creek, obviously, I mean, he's been talked about a lot ever since he made it to the pro circuit. Him and Jacob didn't have the best performance of the first national. He didn't have the greatest performance either, but he was on fire, man, especially when he got on the big stage. You know, the funny thing to me was, I don't know a lot of people noticed this, but if you were watching throughout that weekend, he was throwing his red bags, but because of the ESPN coverage and the different color bags, he had to switch up. He actually ended up throwing Jacob Beamer's bags on the broadcast court against Alex Rawls, and he couldn't miss a roll shot. I mean, everything he just rolled, it was like nothing. He couldn't miss it by any means, and he was on fire, and he finished it off. So it was nice to see. It was a great game by Alex Rawls, too, but there was just no stopping Matthew Creek Killer.
Yeah, I mean, when you're at that level, I don't think the bags matter.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we've seen players throw all different sorts of bags, and I mean, I feel once you're at that elite level, you can throw anything, whatever you practice them with.
Yeah, I mean, that's the case as well, but you're also more comfortable with your bag. You know, some might not be broken as much, be broken a little bit different, but it didn't make a difference for him. So
no, they can just adapt so much. I mean, I've had people pick up my bags all the time, especially in blind draws, and just outthrow the shit out of me, right? Let's be frank here. Just pick up my bags, throw 12s while I throw 7s.
That's right. I mean,
feels bad, man. Feels bad.
I know that feeling.
Anyway, guys, let's jump into doubles. See some familiar faces here, huh, B?
Yeah, Jamie Graham and Matt Guy getting the start early this season. You know, they had a great performance at the first national, and I mean, they ended up getting double dipped by Kyle Malone and Cody Johnson, but they weren't going to be denied. I mean, they were on fire the whole time, and then playing against Mark Richards and Philip Lopez, who obviously have been making a name for themselves in doubles as well. Jamie Graham and Matt Guy weren't going to be denied, and I mean, they were just on fire. Matt Guy hitting some killer air mails, and Jamie hitting a clutch shot to finish it off.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, it was just it's always cool to see two of the people that have been around for quite a few seasons.
Right.
Just still dominating at the top. So shout out to them. Great shooting this weekend, gentlemen. Moving to women's.
And these girls here, back-to-back champs, right? I mean, Sarah Cassidy and Cheyenne Renner, out of the Southeast Conference. They just have that chemistry. They just pick each other up when somebody does bad. And there was a couple bad rounds they had that just were kind of uncharacteristic by themselves. But they got the job done playing against our own Isabella, King Seat Podcast sponsor player, and Cameron Belvin, who are on fire. I mean, the whole weekend they played against a great game against Megan Moppin and Kaylee Hunter to make it to the broadcast. But I think coming to these boards on the ESPN court, they were a little too slick and just took a little more time to get used to. So they didn't play up to par, as I would say. But nonetheless, you can't deny what Sarah Cassidy and Cheyenne Renner got done. So
I mean, is that 2 in a row for them?
2 in a row.
Wow.
2 in a row.
All right, impressive, ladies.
Yeah, they'll be going for the 3-peat next national. So.
And so, B, let's talk about that at this point, right? I mean, we're midway through the season here.
Yep.
I mean, what's your thoughts on these nationals? I mean, where we're at right now. Are these people that are winning? Is this where you're expecting to be?
Yeah, I think when you think about like the doubles teams, right? I mean, you're expecting those teams to be at the top. Your Jamie Graham, Matt Guy, your Trey Birchfield and Alex Rawls, Jordan Power and Jay Rubin, and you know they're just consistently up there, right? I mean, Kyle Malone and Cody Johnson, they just didn't have a great performance this past week. I mean, the other weekend in the second national, it looked nothing like they did the first national. So, but you had the consistency from those top tier teams, you know, and I expect to see those three at the top, maybe with a couple others, you know, like the Hollands, you know, to be up there as well, you know. So I mean, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the thing I find interesting is you're talking a lot about the people that we knew were gonna be there, right? They're there year in, year out. They've been pro for, well, I guess you know the Hollands weren't pro, but they just were new pros this year.
Right.
They've been playing around cornhole, winning tournaments for a long time. But I find there's a lot of new faces that I didn't even know who some of these people are, and they're coming in just like Mark Richards, right?
Yeah, Mark Richards and Phil Lopez, you know, but a rookie. But, I mean, and then like Trey Ryder said before, you know, somebody who barely made it through the qualifier, but that just goes to show he's putting in work. And he's been competing ever since the first Open, you know, so.
And I just find that insane. Same thing with Cody Johnson, right? Rookie season, killing it in doubles. And I mean, there's a lot of them out there. A lot of these
rookies. Well, they killed it in one doubles. That's the thing. You know, the first national, that's it. If you look at their rankings, they dropped tremendously because of the performance they had.
But they did win a tough conference.
Well, they did win a tough conference.
It was a tough conference as well. So.
You know, but I mean, like it's Storm and Jacob, they were both pretty solid again. But I mean, a team you did see at the top, close to the top this past national was Easy and Tanner Halbert, which you expected, right?
Oh boy,
expected.
Boys.
You know, they're considered rookies, but now you're expecting. Easy played great this past national. So I mean, I just think on the doubles aspect, that's kind of where you're going to be. I don't. It's terrible to say, but I just think that's what we're looking at, right? And if you talk about the singles side, Matt Guy is just on a totally different level, you know. Jamie Graham was up there again. Alex Rawls was up there. The person that hasn't been up there yet is Trey Birchfield. You know, he just hasn't been playing the greatest on the singles side, you know. But Mark Richards, you know, another one that's up there. He's a rookie, but I don't know.
I guess it's just so exciting to see so many rookies and players just coming out of nowhere throwing heat.
Yeah, I mean, like a Creek Killer, right? And he's
great example.
Somebody he's a rookie, but everybody's just expecting big things from him because of the way he plays and his composure. I mean, if you go back to that doubles game where they gave up a six-pot when Foreman picked up the bag accidentally, but then they just came right back and gave the six-pot and ended up winning that game. I mean, this rookie class is just, I mean, they just don't care, I guess you would say. You know, they know what they're capable of.
Starting to really believe the slogan, man. Anybody can play. Anybody can win.
Well, I think
because people are putting in work behind, you know.
Well, it's a great slogan, right?
It's awesome.
But I mean, anybody can play. I wouldn't use that too loose. I mean, if you're on the pro level, right, you probably can play and win, right? Not just anybody, but.
But I guess it's just it's not necessarily, you don't have to be playing cornhole for 20 years to be able to play, you know, be able to beat that guy.
You just have to put in the time.
And that's a really cool thing, and I think that's really what is going to help grow cornhole is that people realize, hey man, if I outwork you, all men are created equal. Some work harder in preseason, right, B?
Yeah. I mean, but one thing I will say too, I mean, you look at the Gore brothers who are in the PDC, they've just dominated the PDC tournaments these past couple of nationals, you know, and to make it in. And then they also make upsets. The first game in doubles, who they beat? Storm home with Jacob Krasinski, the first game out of the bracket, which kind of sucks for Storm and Jacob. They had to play them. But I think them, even though they're probably not too happy about it still, the fact that they're in this PDC, they play all morning, they make it their rounders, so they qualify. So they're familiar with the boards, they're playing well, and then they just get right into that doubles tournament. And it's worked out for them. So
especially those two, man. I mean, you know, when they're winning, they get that confidence, and I feel like going into the, you know, making it through the PDC is kind of like, you know, kind of boosted your morale. You're ready to rock.
Yeah.
So they're killing it.
But, I mean, another thing I want to highlight from this past week, we had the Atlantic Conference going on, right? So you just want to mention real quick the Hollands, who did great. You know, they got that doubles win with Frank Marlin and Jamie Graham coming in second. Kaylee Hunter winning women's. She went undefeated in women's. And then Jamie Graham just staying hot, picking up where he left off and winning singles. But he beat Duncan Clemmer. So it was a couple fun matches to watch, you know. And we know that Atlantic Conference is definitely one of the best out there. So,
producer, did you load in those photos or what's going on around here? Because I hit the button and they didn't pop up.
He's slipping. But, I mean, producer did load in a photo, right? And that's a little tournament we had come down here this past weekend, and that was the Louisiana versus Mississippi Showdown. That's one of our regional directors over here from G&O Cornhole League, ACL Pro, Josh Borlong. Very familiar with Jeff Richburg, who's actually the Southeast Conference Director out of Mississippi. They did a little thing that they put together before a regional we had on Saturday, where it was a top Louisiana versus top Mississippi. Not overall, looking at your local and regional points and whoever can make it. Mississippi had a couple people missing, like our boy Trey Hunt. But
Louisiana was missing their star player.
Yeah, like D-May.
Yep.
But it was fun. We did a little crew cup, little doubles, little singles, and it was just a fun thing to do before we went on and played the regional the next day. But Louisiana took it down, huh, D-Mac?
They did, and it was awesome, man. It was a really fun event to watch, and the energy in the room, even from sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
Like me, we
played for. There was no money involved, right? There was just bragging rights and a trophy. So there was a lot of trash talking going on, and it's just a lot of fun. So
it was a cool trophy, though.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
Solid.
So, it wasn't serious, but it was serious. So it wasn't like a real serious aspect, and people were having fun with it, And obviously, people, standing around different games when they were finished early to cheer on, their fellow teammates. So it was something. I think the way this thing works out, it's just going to continue to get bigger and better. So
yeah, I'm hoping we can keep doing more things like this. And I know Josh Bordelon loves putting on events like this, right? He loves trying to think of new ways to keep the players engaged. So shout out to him.
Yeah, it works for me. Just as long as we don't bring in like Texas, which is next time. So
hey, I don't know, man. We showed up against Mississippi, dude. If I keep riding the bench, we might be all right.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know? Hey, I'll play the cheerleader. You guys just keep on winning, Louisiana. Let's go, boy.
So congratulations to us.
Yeah, here is the champions, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give everybody a nice photo.
Couple pros, Ian, of course, Peyton Mares, Ricky Kenton, Josh Bordelon. And then
there's some shooters.
You
see quite a few shooters in there.
Some shooters like myself, but it's just a great group, man. We're all very familiar with ourselves. Obviously, Kobe Costanza, an up-and-comer. But it was just a great time. So
it was awesome, and it was awesome from spectating as well. So,
yeah,
anyway, B, I'm kind of getting excited. I'm tired of looking at images. I want to see a little bit of some clips of the week. How do you feel about that?
I'm ready, man.
All right, let's go.
To the throne!
We made it, AB.
Here we are.
Clips of the week, huh?
Clips of the week, brought to you by none other than Black Sheep Baggers. Make sure you go check them out at blacksheepbaggers.com. They just came out a new release of bags. They have some great merch. If you do go to the website, make sure you use our discount code KingC10. Like I said, we're in Clips of the Week, brought to you by Black Sheep Baggers. Thank you, Black Sheep.
Yes, sir. All these cool neon light up signs and stuff would not be possible without you, sir.
So
All right,
get to it.
Let's go. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
We will start things off with a little Jamie Graham action here.
Jamie Graham, right. This is from this past week in the conference tournament in Rock Hill, from the ACL headquarters, actually. So I always wonder what he's doing. He flips the bag so many times. What exact feeling is he looking for? But nonetheless, he hits a great push.
Ooh.
A great push.
Woo.
You see he hit that push, and Derek Holland just looks at him after like, what the hell did you just do that for?
Well, I didn't think he would do that. I feel like he would have just taken the two in, but I guess that's why he took so long, was just to really calculate it.
Right, to figure out exactly how he wanted to feel before he threw it.
Yeah, you can tell he's excited, man. Big shot. Big shot by Jamie
and that's
Graham.
what his incinerators do. Like they play in his favor. Like it's a bag he pretty much designed, similar to all slide, and it's for that reason. So he can do shots like that. So
it's nasty.
Great shot by our boy Jamie Graham.
Let's see it one more time.
So speaking of him, I know he wants to come back on and try and redeem himself and gets that cornhole pro. So we haven't forgot about you, Jamie. But great shot for now.
Hell of a shot. All right, let's go to the smaller screen here, B.
Yeah.
And we got a little hometown favorite here.
Yeah. Oh, this guy here.
Oof,
Jeff Cressoni, Managing to go in without bringing the other bags. What a great shot. What a great shot by Jeff. And this is a guy here, you talk about Jeff Cressoni, he's one that just has fun playing cornhole, man. He likes to win, don't get me wrong, but he just has fun, man. He has a good time. He drinks his beer. Can never get him to take any shots with me, but he just likes to sit there, BS and hang out with everybody and socialize, and then he just enjoys playing cornhole. So he's a great person, and he could play pretty well, too, with those old Series Vipers he loves. But great shot by Jeff.
It was a hell of a shot. I just think it's funny, B, because we actually extended the video a little too long, so you can tell who requested it. So now Jeff's going to call it out. So you submitted the clip. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But no, man, Jeff's awesome. We love him around here, dude. He's definitely a favorite in the New Orleans area. One of the funnest people around, for sure. And hell of a shot. Got a lot better, dude.
Yeah, we're going to get him to one of these bigger tournaments out of town soon. I doubt it because it'll be too far from his camp. But we're trying.
The question is he the better Cressoni? Find out next week on the Kings.
We know he is. That's a fact.
All right, let's see what else we got here, B.
Yeah.
Cannon Hatcher?
Yeah, I don't
Is he playing you? Is that you?
I don't know who approved this clip. This was from the past weekend at the regional.
And one.
Cannon, and wanted me. He definitely won this game pretty easily against me, I will say. It wasn't my best game of the weekend for sure, but I must say I was pretty tired, after playing in the tournament the night before. We were playing doubles and crew cup. This was singles to finish off the night. But what happened is I missed the airmail, and it was sitting on the back of the hole, and he obviously hits the airmail and air ones me. So, great kid, man.
You could tell he was going for it. And
yeah,
crowd
he told me after.
It was awesome.
He told me, he said, normally I would just try to go. He said, but the fact that I was playing you or anybody else, I had to go for the and one, and he hit it.
Just doing the Brian special, guys, where he tries to get on the podcast.
Yeah,
this guy, every time he's on video, he shoots the most clutch shots he can.
What you can hear is, because the clip cuts off, is right after he hits it, I said, I'm not putting that shit on the podcast.
Yeah.
And they said, we'll send it to D-Mag.
Someone did. I'm not going to say who's.
Yeah.
But someone did.
Props to
anyway.
Amy Hatcher. But good shoot, man. Good shooting.
Great shot, Cannon. It was great time showing town. All right, let's see what else we. Oh.
This
Talk about a clip of the week. Look at this guy warming up, huh?
This is Saturday morning. We're getting ready for the region. People showing up practicing. What's he do? He busts out his bag. He busts out the Oculus and starts playing Gorilla Tag. And he not only he's just not play. He played this for about 20 minutes. He played in between games when he was just out.
I mean, that throwing the football and stuff, guys. I'm telling you, how you ever lose to somebody and then you watch them just go, play a video game or something, and then they come back and beat the next person. I mean, it just don't make any sense. I'm over here like, man, I want to stay hot. I better keep warming up.
Now at the end, he's like, "Ooh, got that game over. Come on, let's get back to that Gorilla Tag." So,
hey, man, we have to play that with him.
For sure. So, I mean, Ian, who we'll see with a great interview coming up later on the show.
Hell of a highlight, though, man. I think this is definitely clip of the week material, guys. If you got more stuff like this, I mean, this is some top talent warm ups right here. No, honestly, this next clip, B, I do want to talk a little bit about. This next clip was probably one of the nastiest shots I've seen in cornhole.
Yeah.
At least trick shot wise.
Oh, yeah, this is a sick shot. Sick shot.
That is insane.
I mean, just think about it. And this guy, Goat Drew 6, right? Look him up on TikTok. He's got a lot of trick shots. First off, I'm not doing that because I probably can't do a handstand. And I'll fall right on top of the board whenever I lift my other hand up. But
and I know a lot of people at home feel that as well. That's one reason we're not doing it. But the other reason, y'all know at home, I ain't going to spill my beer. Okay?
Right.
I can't do that with a beer in my hand. All right? It just can't happen.
I'm just going to hurt myself. And I'll be lucky if I hit the board. And this dude's dragging 3 bags. All 4 bags, actually. But
it would just be crazy to try that in a match. If you could even get in the vicinity, it'd be impressive.
Well, you can't. He's in front of the board.
Is he?
When he starts. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know the technicalities of it, but I don't feel like you could step from the front to from in front of the board to inside.
But I mean, if you're letting go after, right?
I don't know. Nobody's gonna try that in a serious tournament, but
it'd be cool if somebody tried it in just a tournament. It ain't gotta be serious.
Well, yeah.
I'm not glad if somebody did something like that to me.
And then you're like, all right, dude.
I'd be telling him, go for it, bro.
Yeah, right.
Just block and do it all game.
And that's why you're no good. So I'm just kidding. But great shot by Goju. Like I said, make sure you go check him out and check his TikTok. He's got a lot of great shots. So
definitely an awesome, a really cool trick shot, man.
So with that being said, I mean, it's time for we got
a spotlight player. You ready for this, B? Spotlight players, plural.
Players.
Let's go, boy. All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back.
Awesome
time in the throne, right, B?
Yeah. It's always cool to see.
Clips of the week.
Clips of the week. Make sure people keep sending us some more clips of the week. We love going through them. I mean, we just like seeing them, and we definitely like to show them, right? And unless I don't know why the producer threw one in to go on me like that. I didn't really approve it, but I mean, it's just part of it, I guess.
Hey, I don't know if Ian approved his either. Huh?
Yeah, that's all right. But you just got to roll with the punches. So
Anyway, guys, we do want to show y'all. We have some spotlight players.
that's
of
right.
the week,
Spotlight players.
Spotlight
of the week,
players of
so-
the week. B.
And you ready?
Are you waiting on me? I was waiting for your drum roll.
Yeah, so I was waiting for the cue.
He's getting worse every week, y'all.
No, bro, it's getting
He's
better.
getting worse every week. Give us
Getting
one more,
better.
B. One more. All right, and the real one. Oh,
Boom.
whoa, hold on, dude. There's one, two,
There's too
quite a
many to
few
count,
of them,
bro.
huh?
I mean, these people, they said they were coming down, for the week to come play some cornhole. They were coming to the regional. Little did we know they'd show up on Wednesday, playing the blind draw Wednesday night, Thursday night, and a Friday night, and all day Saturday the regional. This is the Hatchers, the Guns.
901 Nation.
901 Nation. These people are from Covington, Tennessee. They have a great venue where they play at. I mean, if you've ever seen their lives, they got all the flags representing a bunch of different companies, from bag companies to just apparel and everything in general. But, I mean, they came down, and they were a great group of people. It was awesome to meet the people we haven't met yet. They're just, and these are people, like you say, they're really looking to grow their game. They love the game of cornhole. Everybody was playing. Everybody was having a great time. And, I'm glad they came down.
No, it was awesome, man. I mean, they were a great time. You could see some of them wearing a headband in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mics. That's one thing I did learn about 901 Nation. They said if you don't know his name, just call him Mike. You're probably right. I think that's what Amber Gross
Well,
told
that's a
me.
good safe bet. So
Yeah, they kicked my butt, B. I played with them a couple times in the blind draw. I got whooped really bad by Cannon.
yeah.
I think Travis got me. I got my butt kicked by Amber Gross. So shout out to her. It was a lot of fun playing with them. I mean, they were a lot of fun to drink and kind of party with. And they did so many cool things. Like, normally when you go to a cornhole trip, I feel like you go play cornhole. Well, they would go to cornhole at blind draw, and then the next morning they're up at like the swamp,
the
tour.
Swamp tour.
Yeah.
And then they're at Cafe Du Monde. They're walking down Bourbon Street. They're doing all kinds of stuff.
All in cornhole gear, right? They got
Right.
they're repping 901 Nation everywhere. That's a
letting
spotlight
people
player
know
if
who
I've
they
ever
are.
seen one.
Right.
That's people
So-
walk there like, oh man, these people are from Tennessee repping some cornhole. It was really cool, and they rolled deep. They rolled really deep.
We were definitely happy they came down. Billy Webb from Nola Bags knows these people very well, and so that's part of the reason they came down to see Billy, in his hometown. And he took them to a nice seafood restaurant. But it was awesome just to spend some time with them. And like I said, they were just a great group of people, and it was a fun time. So
It was. Thank you, 901 Nation.
thank y'all. Thank y'all for the shout outs as well. I mean, it was a pleasure. So.
Keep doing awesome things. Keep traveling. Keep
Maybe
growing
we'll
the
make
sport.
our way up there sometime.
Yeah,
We'll try to.
We're rolling deep too.
Yeah, it'll probably just be in here.
We're rolling. Ooh, we're rolling deep. We got at least
So.
two of us.
But that's our spotlight players. So.
Anyway, B, let's go back to the studio. We'll talk some random facts.
Let's do it.
All right, B. So, what do you have this week? I'm curious.
Well, my random fact is a dolphin. We know dolphins. Cute little dolphins people love.
Yeah, you always have a dolphin story.
Yeah. Well, the random fact is only half of a dolphin's brain sleeps at a time. Right? It's kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like my brain never sleeps at all. But the reason being, we know dolphins are mammals. They can stay underwater for a very, very long time. But they still have to have some kind of power while they're sleeping to come up to the air to above the water and get some fresh air, I guess they would say. So for that reason, only half of its brain sleeps at a time. And a dolphin also sleeps with one eye open.
Interesting.
So-
You always have some weird dolphin facts. I feel like you
I like
always
animals,
got something
bro.
with the dolphins.
So-
Well, I don't know if mine's that cool, y'all, but mine is that one lightning bolt, hear me out, can toast 100,000 slices of bread.
You talk about me. You always want to talk about food.
I-
What kind of toast?
Can you tell why?
What kind of? Yeah, me too.
Well,
kind of
what
toast?
happens is the lightning bolt contains 5 billion joules of energy, right? And so your toaster is 1,000 watts, So basically, it can toast for 84,000 minutes, which would make you about 100,000 slices of toast. But the catch is, and I'm curious about this, what kind of toast we talking? We
That's what
talking
I'm
like
saying.
real dark toast? We talking light toast? We talking
Like
middle?
how toast is it gonna be? I like mine medium toasted. Kind of warm, little hard.
Yeah, I don't like burnt. If it's burnt, I gotta scrape it off.
Yeah, I don't
Can't
like
do
burnt
that.
either. So
But still really cool that's how much energy it.
yeah, Hopefully, I never feel the energy of a lightning bolt, but lightning, I'll take your word for it. I'd rather not find out on my own.
You need to get one of those lightning poles that you stick in the air. Those actually apparently work. Not trying to give you all
What does
another
it
random
do?
fact. It's supposed to do something where it repels lightning. Like you can't. Like I think they really work. I'll try to find some information on.
Or I just go inside when the weather's bad outside.
No, but it's like people put it on the top of their houses, and it's
to
supposed
make
to.
sure the house doesn't get struck
Yeah, it's
by
supposed
lightning.
to really prevent like within like a mile radius. I think it's supposed to at least be out a mile.
Do you have one?
No,
Well, why? So you must not believe in it.
no. I just feel like if I was unlucky enough to get struck by lightning, yeah, I'm hoping that I'm not that
Okay.
unlucky. I know I'm unlucky a lot of times. I go on a honeymoon and get sick, right? You know, I have a dog break its leg at 8 weeks, but I don't think I'm unlucky enough to get knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. Anyway,
That's not
let's
wood,
get out of
man.
here before I mess
Look at it.
myself
Does that
up.
look like wood? That is not wood.
It's kind of wood. It's like the king seed wooden pipes. I'm fancy. Desper's got wood somewhere in it.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know, we'll see. Anyway, guys, we do have a bag review.
That's right.
We do
So-
have an awesome bag review. So let's move back to here, B. And
This bag review is brought to you by Big Daddy Cornhole. You know, they gave us a few sets of bags. The ones we are reviewing this time are the Big Daddy Carnages, and I actually threw these when I was in Louisville with my blind draw partner, and that was the first time I got to feel the Big Daddy Carnages. A nice bag. They play great. You could do a few things with them, right? As D may, as we'll find out.
yep, and we can play through this clip, and I can walk through. I guess the way we break, we test the bag, guys. I mean, y'all might have y'all's own ways, but the first thing we do is we kind of line up, and we just kind of make sure that it feels good in your hand, right?
Right.
That's the first important thing
The
here.
thing we go by is like if we can throw them, anybody can throw them, right?
Exactly.
So, not that we throw them well, but
B trying the slick side as usual.
per usual.
I had to try to roll, right? You already know, like I'm gonna try to roll the bag. I had to check out the rollability.
It did roll. And
It
then you
rolled
just have
pretty
it
good,
push-
actually.
Yeah, it did roll pretty good. So
So then after it rolled, I happened to get in this situation. So we were like, oh, let's see what goes on here. Oh, phew, okay. So then we thought maybe we could do trick shots with these bags, right? These could be trick shot
Yeah.
bags. But then we realized real quick, it's really hard to do trick shots with these bags because they're so hole friendly. You know what I mean? How do you
they
trick
just
shot? when you
magnetized
can't-
to the hole, right? They're not. So.
So we couldn't miss.
Yeah.
Like, look-
Hey, look, I'll be honest. This part took us a while. It probably took us about 20 minutes
Yes,
to
we
get
got
this
it.
down pat, but we weren't giving up. So, shout out to Big Daddy Cornhole and their team. They were great to send us some stuff. A great bag company. We know they're kind of new to the game, at least. So maybe they're not that new, but they're starting to get real well known. So, we were happy we were able to be a part of that, and they were able to send us some gear. And if you ever get the chance to meet these people, at any of the opens, I know they've been there. They've been where they can be. I mean, they're just getting their bags out there. They're great people to talk to, and they love the sport of cornhole.
Yeah, they do. And yeah, guys, we kind of we kind of went kind of ham on the bag testing, but I mean, realistically, they felt great. I mean, they could cut, they could flop,
They're hole friendly.
yeah,
for
they
sure.
really
So,
were. I mean, we actually had a great time throwing them, and next time we get matched up, maybe we maybe we
throw the carnages.
try them to the test.
That's
you know?
right.
Make
That's
sure
right.
that they're competition ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
So, with that being said, I mean, what's next, D-Man? I think it's time for
interview you and Kid Wonder.
Kid Wonder, huh?
All right, guys, we'll be back in 1 sec. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're here with the Kid Wonder, AB.
That's right. Our boy Eian Cripps, huh? Louisiana's own.
Yes,
One of our
sir.
own.
What's up, Ian, man? How's
What's
it
up?
feel to make it to the king seat?
It feels good.
You ever seen a studio like this one? Huh? Huh?
Yes,
Pretty
sir.
fancy, huh?
Yes, sir.
We even got your Kid Wonder logo up here on the big screen.
I like it.
So all right, Ian, let's tell some of these people that might not be from Louisiana. Tell us a little bit about you. How old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
12 years old. How long have you been playing cornhole?
2.5 years.
2.5 years, 12 years old. All right, that's okay. So
Can
you've
you
been
do
playing
that
since about 9.5. He started, right?
Yes.
So well, we should probably start off with the important question. B, we might have forgot. What do you want to be when you grow up? That's what we should ask.
I don't know. I think I'm probably just going to stay playing cornhole. And if that don't work out, I'll probably try to start fishing. And if that don't work out, then work at McDonald's.
That's all right. It's something, man. Look, that's the trick question, though, Ian. I'll tell you, man. People ask you that throughout your whole life, and it always changes. Anybody who knows me knows at one point I wanted to be an astronaut. Wanted to be a Navy SEAL. I wanted to be a gym rat. I was all over.
This dude, let me tell you, he's lying. He thought he was gonna be a dog trainer. Then
That's
he thought
true, too.
He was gonna be a magician.
That's another one.
Then he thought he was gonna be a professional gamer.
Yep.
And then he thought, now we're in the podcast and cornhole world.
Yep.
So,
I thought I was gonna go pro at that, and that didn't work out either for me.
But I mean, we're here. So how'd you get started playing cornhole?
Really just playing in the backyard with my uncles. I just picked it up from there.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first, but
Why? It's because they were winning, or you didn't know how to play real well?
both. 'Cause I'd get mad if I'd lose. I still do sometimes, though.
So do you whip up on your uncles now?
They can't beat me now.
So not many people can.
Yeah,
Not many
it's
people
just
can,
like-
if we're being honest. So I mean, when you first started, did you think you might go pro one day at cornhole?
I mean, when I the first month, not really. I was really just playing video games all day. So I liked it because I was outside all the time, like 5 hours a day just throwing.
Nice.
5
And
hours a day.
so when you were throwing all the time, did you start YouTube and stuff and starting to? So when did you start seeing that there's this whole pro thing and that there's this big world of cornhole outside of your backyard?
Like my first 2 months of playing, probably, I was watching ESPN and then found out there's a pro division.
So when you saw there was a pro division, I mean, was there a player that you liked that was like, man, this player's good, I want to learn how to play like him?
Probably Devin Harbaugh.
Devin Harbaugh,
hmm
of all people, huh? Speaking of Devin Harbaugh, man, did you see how he looks now with his glasses, huh?
I know.
That boy looks sophisticated.
He does.
I love Devin Harbaugh. So, I mean, obviously, we know you're a pro. You're obviously real good, especially for your age. I mean, so we've been through 2 nationals so far. I mean, how's this season going for you? You know, what do you think's different about this year than last year?
I don't really know, but last year I feel like it's going to be the same as this year because first few nationals I didn't do as good until like the second and third.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do as good the second, but I did better in the first. So.
Right. So
I'm
you're
Yeah.
So-
continuing to improve, huh?
Yes, sir.
So, okay, so I know, as he just said, continuing to improve, Ian, right? I mean, last year when I first met you, I mean, you were killing it with these flops, right? You're doing
Yes, sir.
flops. Now you're seeing all kinds of new shots that people are talking, left to rights, right to lefts, roll bags, flop bags, penguins, right? Isn't that the new one? Anyway, so I guess my question for you is, are you trying to make any improvements to your game? I mean, what are you currently working on, to try to improve on?
Just sliding.
Just sliding.
Just going
Okay.
in the hole.
So the basic shot, right? I
Yes,
find
sir.
a lot of the kids, they can do all these crazy fancy shots. They can airmail on a hole that's, 10% open. But
Well,
I feel
yeah.
like the sliding is the most boring part of the practice. So I feel like they're not quite as good at that.
Yeah, you want to do what's flashy, right? But also for Ian, I mean, we know obviously you're sponsored by AllCornhole this year, so you're throwing a different bag. What bag do you typically like now?
The All-Slide
The
2.0s.
2.0s, yeah.
They're really perfect in speed. Like, I can still cut with them, flop with them, but they're also good for just going straight up the board.
So
Yeah, well, I know he's got an airmail because was it at a conference you were throwing them things in the blind draw against me? And you busted me up. All right, let me tell you, he started blocking, I was shanking, and he would roll or he'd airmail every time. Just absolutely beat the brakes off me. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
You remember what you told me at the boards?
No.
He looked at me and I was trying to mark the score. I'm like trying to press the numbers. He's like, "Why is your hand shaking?" And I said, "Because I'm nervous." And he's like, "Nervous playing cornhole?" And I was like, "It's just a blind draw." I was like, "Yeah, but it's the conference blind draw. I'm not used to being this far in the bracket, But
speaking of nerves, do you get any kind of nerves when you're playing at nationals or anything like that? Playing against other pros?
Sometimes when, I can't miss a bag, I kind of start, my heart drops when I throw it, and, it feels like it's going short every time.
So
makes me feel human.
yeah, you are. You are human, but you said that you were used to throwing. Outside 5 hours a day. Has anything changed with your practice routine? Since you become pro, or do anything different, or is it still kind of the same?
A lot, yeah, because now when I used to practice, I didn't play in the cold because I really didn't care, but now I don't play in the cold. It's too cold now because I didn't notice it was cold when I first started playing.
So do you work? I mean, so whenever you do practice, do you like set time? Like I want to practice for an hour a day, 2 hours. Do I want to practice sliding in or anything different?
Do you do like ghost stuff, or do you do what is that thing called, deck rounds?
Deck rounds. I used to do that, but really, all I do is get out there and play. I don't care how long I play for. Just trying to get my game up. Just see if I'm warm enough. You know.
I know you're only 12, so this might be a silly question, but you ever thought about artificial crowd noise?
I don't know what that is.
Shout out to the swamp room, okay? Because when you're shooting for the throw for the hole, I feel like, and everybody's screaming, you know, they're all making noise while you're trying to shoot for the, you know, the.
Yeah, but why would they don't do that at the national?
I know, but I'm just saying, I've been working on. I'm like, man, maybe I should set up some crowd noise when I'm practicing on this fight to make sure I'll get hit.
So how did you get the name Kid Wonder?
One time I was playing a scoreholio thing, like the first 4 months of when I was playing, then the owner of Scoreholio, he was doing the tournament. Then he started to see me throw, so I don't know how he came with it, but he just said Kid Wonder. I really don't remember that much.
But hey.
Well, I feel like you've been having that name since I had met you for the first time. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then I remember the slides. You always have your name on a lot of people's slides.
Mhm.
I feel like that's the cool thing you have going on. I like that. It's pretty sweet. It's definitely pretty cool. Anyway, so I called the local Papa John's last week, and I ordered a pizza, and I told them I knew you. They didn't give me a free pizza, so I'm just kidding. No, seriously. But how cool is it to be sponsored by Papa John's?
It's fun, yeah.
It's pretty
like
cool,
it.
huh? That's a cool place.
I mean, pizza's, that's what I've been eating my whole life, so that's what I grew up eating every day.
Wasn't?
Is that your favorite?
Sometimes. I gotta be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
For pizza.
I like meat, so I like Canadian bacon and pepperoni. I don't like hamburger meat on my pizza though.
So when you order a pizza, that's what you're getting on it? Canadian bacon and pepperoni?
Yeah, and stuffed crust.
Stuffed crust and Papa John's is
so good.
Woo, is it good?
Because you got sauce right at the end to it.
It's delicious. It is delicious. Wasn't Peyton Manning also sponsored by Papa John's at one point?
Yeah.
So that's a pretty cool
now
place.
The Shaq's a part of Papa John's now. So.
It's definitely pretty cool.
So, I mean, that is cool to be sponsored by something like Papa John's. So you call them like locally, and the ones local, but hey, look, I need a pizza. Can y'all make that happen?
We just order it offline.
So, I mean, I remember a few months back you went to the AllCornhole facilities, right?
Yes, sir.
And y'all were doing a lot of stuff out there. I mean, how cool was that?
It was really cool, especially the job up there.
Yeah. It's in Utah, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Going up through the mountains and all that.
Yeah. What'd you do? So you made bags? What all did you do when you were up there?
We made episodes of when I was playing with everybody. Also made bags. And that made me think I might make my own bags when I'm older.
Yeah.
It's just going to be hard to, though.
That's tough tedious. I mean, we've been to the Lucky Bags facility and made some of our bags. Man,
we are seasoned bag makers, being
It was fun. But
we are seasoned bag makers. One more out there.
Though.
We definitely put in some work.
Yes, sir.
So that is really cool, though. I'd like to visit the AllCornhole facilities one day. That is a really cool thing to do. So you and Matt Morton, right?
Yes,
He's
sir.
not. Where's he from?
He's from Virginia, I think. Yeah, Virginia.
Do y'all talk? How is it? Like, I know last year you teamed with Josh Bordelon. I know y'all aren't local, but y'all are somewhat close, right? I mean, do you ever like do a Facebook Live where like he's practicing on his board, you're practicing on y'all's, y'all just talk it out?
No, sir. We've been thinking about doing that, so I think we'll probably do it soon when I get good weather outside.
That's a good point. I was just curious. Be like, it's got when you. I wasn't sure how team how the camaraderie works and whether they get on a voice call, if they just put in AirPods in practice and talk on the phone about, oh man, I'm so excited. I feel like, feeding off your partner is important. I feel like chemistry is important. And so I just thought it'd be, wasn't sure if y'all did that or not. Do y'all talk on the phone? About upcoming events?
Sometimes, yes, sir.
Try to motivate each other to keep practicing?
Yes, Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good teammate right there, B.
That's right.
That's a good teammate, dude.
I try and motivate this guy for anything. It just doesn't work.
Keyword try. Keyword tries.
So whenever you're not playing cornhole, what else you like to do for fun? I mean, I know you love to fish. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to play video games when my internet is running good, but I just got an Oculus, so I like playing on that.
You play Gorilla Tag?
That's exactly what I play.
I told him how we went there, and Julie and Juju got one. We were messing with it. I have to show you the video of D-May trying to do it. It was hilarious.
I'm actually okay at it. I'm not bad.
Yeah, I'm all right. You know, I'm okay. You know, I went and bought my own after all the people in Juju's game. They were yelling at me. They were saying I didn't know how.
That's what he was saying. People
yell
at
to climb. Yeah, they were yelling at me, and they were trying to teach me how to do it. They put me through like a training class up in the mountains on how to climb fast, and yeah, it was very serious, y'all. For anybody at home, if y'all don't know, they take Gorilla Tag very serious on the Oculus.
They do. They get mad at you.
So, I mean, you're in town for obviously the regional this weekend. We have the Louisiana versus Mississippi tournament tonight.
Let's go, Louisiana. Let's go, boys.
Right. So you think we're gonna take it down or what?
There's a possible way. It's gonna be 50-50, but
50-50. We're taking this thing down.
I feel like we could take it down because we got like Peyton, we got y'all two, we got Josh.
That's the catch. That's the catchy. And our best player, you know, unfortunately.
We got Kobe.
D-May's not playing.
Yeah, I'm sitting out tonight. They got me on broadcast duty.
Oh.
He didn't make the cut. Nah, he's just been busy. So he hasn't been
make
playing
enough
as
regionals.
much.
So I guess I technically didn't make the cut, if we're being honest.
But,
won't happen again.
Look, and then we will be playing a game, right, D-Man?
Yeah, we will be playing a game at the Jefferson Indoor Sports Facility.
Be coming up after this, yeah.
We're not gonna let y'all know what it is yet. It's gonna be a surprise, but
yeah, I mean, obviously this kid's great, so we have to.
Might involve artificial crowd noise.
Right. Might involve Gorilla Tag, you know.
Okay.
I did bring my VR too.
Oh. Hey, they have Cruising USA over there too. I beat Cody Mills in that the other day. You ever played that?
Played what?
The Cruising USA, the little arcade. Oh yeah, you've done playing that.
So where you double tap the gas and you do a wheel. Right?
That's an old school arcade game. So, anyways, before we get to that, Ian, do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
Yes, sir. I thank AllCornhole, Papa John's, AAR Cornhole, and AAR Roofing.
Nice.
Awesome. And all right, Ian.
Well, Ian, we
look,
appreciate you coming by, stopping in the studio.
Thank y'all.
And we're gonna get to this game.
Yeah, and I will say, guys, this kid's awesome, man. I'm pulling for him. I hope he succeeds in both cornhole and life. He's been yes sir, no sir me since he walked in the door.
Yeah.
He's the most respectful kid
around.
around.
A couple years back, and I'm like, man, I don't. Great, I got to play this kid again. I'm tired of this kid. I will say one thing though before we leave. This kid Ian, I mean, obviously you're a kid. This dude he'll be playing his game, whatever he's done his game. You'll see him running around the Coliseum, wherever we're at, for
playing football
for 30 minutes straight, and they gotta go find him and say, Ian, you're up. Sweating and everything, he just walks up to the board and starts throwing them in.
Lights out.
Yeah, I'd be done. This kid just does everything. I was like, all right, it's my time to shine and win on this game real quick. Let me win this cornhole game, and I'll go back to playing football.
I came and told my wife when you beat me at the regional last year, you beat the brakes off me twice in singles. And that's when I thought I was good, too. I came home and told my wife, I was like, yeah, I lost to an 11-year-old. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah. And I said, he beat me once, went and sat down, played like Minecraft or something on his phone. And then I said, I made it back to the ship, and then he beat me again. So it feels bad. Feels really bad. But, hey, keep doing your thing, man. Keep grinding. Keep killing it. Let's go, boy.
Thank you again. And with that, we'll be right back.
That's my plan. All right, I'm gonna go with the manual. I'm not gonna go automatic. I'm gonna go manual. Plan I have going into this. I got a license. He doesn't.
There comes the champ.
So I think I can take it.
There comes the champ.
Alright. Wait, which one's the other code?
All right. This ain't the first person's lunch money I've stole from this kid. Oh, uh-oh. We messed up.
Let's go, Ian.
I got it.
Ooh, he sees you up there, D-May. He sees you.
You ain't catching me. Deuces, boys. Where's he at back there? Uh-oh.
Deuces. Peace.
Oh, it's so close.
Alright, speaking, you want to play something else? We got $1 left. We'll be playing. Yo, I don't know about this thing, bro. I don't know about this thing, bro.
Oh, D-May, get it.
Hey, B, I'll say it once and I will say it again. If you do not have a license, you're not beating me in a racing game. That's just not going to happen.
That's terrible. I feel like you took advantage of the poor kid, right? You can't beat him in cornhole, anything cornhole related. So, let's take him to a driving game. I know he doesn't drive. He's only 12 years old, I believe, about to be 13. So I'll take him to this video game. Not to mention it was Cruising World and Cruising USA, which is an older arcade game he's probably not even familiar with. So,
hey, I let him choose. I was trying to pick the motorbikes. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But he said that because you brought it up in the interview that he wanted to play that one.
Yeah.
I said, look, I'll go easy.
Hey, I'll go give Ian. He's confident, man. He was confident he was going to beat you. He doesn't lack confidence, and he's a good sport. So
no, he was fun to play. He really was.
He was
guys.
fun. The interview was great, man. We had a great time with Ian. And besides him playing Gorilla Tag, that was hilarious. He kept asking me about Gorilla. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna wear myself out playing this game. I'll let you have it. So.
Dude, we rode the artificial roller coaster after, which.
Well, see, the difference is y'all were doing that because I had just put him and the Cobbs out of the crew. Well, not me personally. Well, I was part of the team that put Ian and the Cobbs out of the Crew Cup tournament, so he had a little more free time than I did. It was one of the few times I could say I beat Ian because actually he beat the crap out of me in doubles before that. So.
Yeah, well, he beats me every time we play, so. He single-handedly embarrassed me at the conference.
Right.
That's how bad he beat me with his block airmail.
But it was a great time.
Anyway, that's we've all been there, guys.
Well, congratulations on beating him in the game.
Thank you, dude. If you want to get that smoke next week, just let me know. We can roll over that, dude.
Cody Mills. I already beat him twice. I'll do the double pedal where I flip over the ramps. Whatever.
I think I should have went automatic. That's where I messed up. But hear me out. Anyway, let's thank our sponsors, B.
Yeah.
Let's start things off with our man, hashtag Let Gary Sell It.
Yeah, our boy Gary Anderson with French Quarter Realty. If you're looking to buy a house, sell a house, or just have any questions about it in general, this guy Gary is great. He'll talk to anybody, even if you're not looking to purchase from him. He'll still try and help you out. That's just how nice of a guy is. So make sure you reach out to him at 504-894-4586. Hashtag Let Gary Sell It.
Yes, sir. And I actually reached out to him this week, B. I did.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that out there. So very helpful. Plays cornhole too, guys. So keep that in mind. We love him. Anyway, we do want to thank our other sponsors as well.
Right.
Black Sheep, Spark Apparel, Lucky Bags, of course, Buffalo Boards, Norris Flats, and Sure Shot.
That's right. So we thank y'all, for everything, for your contribution. Definitely wouldn't be possible. We have fun with this. We're glad we're able to continue to do this. And it's all thanks to you guys. So.
It is, guys. And look, when I go through every day after we record these podcasts and I clean all these neon signs and I wipe down our trophies up here, dude, I do that because you guys, man. I do that because I like you guys. So.
With that being said, we can't thank y'all enough. Through 20 episodes, we have plenty more to go, and we'll see y'all next time in the King Seat.